Hi Anita, welcome to the Vyomax studio today.
Thank you, Mark.
Good to see you.
Great to be here.
Now, my first question is, you've always been interested in fitness and sports, but what made you take a more serious approach and change a hobby into a career?
Well, I tell you what, Mark, in 2004, I was absolutely fed up with being overweight, and so I did a whole transformation program. And that was a 12-week transformation program to completely and utterly change my habits for life. From that point, I realised how much of a positive effect that had on other people, and they were asking me questions on how to lose weight, how to get fitter, how to tone up. And my very first personal trainer, from a young girl, gave me the impression of what you could actually do for other people and do what you love. So I thought, right, that's it. I was living in the Middle East at the time, launched my own business, launched my own website, and it's all gone from strength to strength there. And so I've got a whole career helping other people do what I did, and that's a great feeling.
Fantastic. How would you describe your typical training program?
Oh, it depends on where I'm at in my training. I mean, say for instance, when I've done the bodybuilding, I might do a strength phase and a hypertrophy phase, each for about 6 to 8 weeks. And recently I competed at the UK DFBA champs, and I was always, prior to that, a physique competitor. So everything was heavy weights and, doing a little bit of cardio and doing explosive work. But now, having changed classes from physique to fit body, they're looking for a more leaner physique, longer, sort of more feminine lines. So my training's changed quite a lot. I've got naturally muscular legs, so in terms of heavy weight training on my legs, I don't really have to do that anymore. So I've changed my training. One week I tend to do 5 days of weight training split. So I'll do back and shoulders one day, legs the next, and then chest and arms the day after that. And then I'll do a real mix up of upper body and lower body on a Thursday and Friday. And the next week following that is all about plyometrics, bursts of high intensity interval training and cardio. So it's a really, really interesting mixture to get the results that I'm looking for now.
Brilliant. How important is good nutrition alongside your training, would you say?
It's absolutely vital. No one can actually reach their goals and try and actually become a champion or the best in whatever it is they do day in, day out, unless they're actually eating good nutrition and using quality supplements. And if they really want that extra edge, they've got to supplement. When you're putting your body under a huge amount of stress with hard training, that's when you really need that supplementation. That's the difference that Vyofit's given me with my training in terms of recovery, getting leaner, and actually still having that energy to train hard. So it's absolutely vital.
Brilliant. Which is your favourite supplement and that helps you increase your performance?
When I'm actually doing explosive stuff, crealkaline is amazing. It's the only type of creatine that I've used that doesn't have that bloating side effect. So when I'm actually doing hypertrophy and strength training, that's what I use before and after training. Coming into competition season, Vyofit range has been perfect for me because it's a lot lower in calories. So straight after training, I've been having the isolate. Before I go to bed at night, I'm having the diet whey. Those are 2 of my favourites. But just to get that little bit leaner, CLA is probably my big favourite.
You've had an extremely busy few months winning trophies and titles. How does it feel to come 3rd place in the bodyfit class from the UK DFBA Natural Bodybuilding Championships?
I was absolutely over the moon. Going into any British champs, you want to look your best, you want to be your best. But I've always been a physique competitor. So I decided literally about 4 or 5 weeks before the show to change from physique to fit body. So that was quite a big gamble for me. So to have gone in there against some big regional and national champs and got 3rd, I was stoked. I was absolutely over the moon. Brilliant feeling.
Would you like to explain a little more about what Miss Galaxy entails?
Miss Galaxy Universe has been the most unbelievable competition I've ever done. It's the first competition that they brought out in the UK, designed by a woman, only for women. And it's all about not just looking fantastic on stage, but actually showing that you can be fit and strong. So before we even stepped on stage and did our bikini rounds and evening wear rounds, we actually had to be put through a pretty brutal fitness challenge. Getting 6th out of over 50 women, I was really over the moon.
How does it make you feel to be the proud owner of APT Training Studio?
It's pretty surreal, actually. About 7 or 8 years ago, I got trained as a personal trainer, and at that point in time, I thought one day, my goal is to have my own personal training studio. And to have that dream come true is an amazing feeling. It's my own space, it's a place that I know I can provide the best service to clients that need it, whatever their goals are. You know, I've got mine, I've got my studio, whatever their goals are, they've got a place to come to transform themselves. So when we were finishing it all, because we literally did it from, you know, stripped the place and painted it from the ground up, we were putting the last mirrors in there and the last pieces of equipment, I looked around and took a deep breath inside and just welled up and just thought, wow, this is actually happening. So it's really nice when you set your mind to something and set your sight on a dream that you can actually make that come true. It's a great feeling.
Fantastic. Would you say this is your greatest achievement in your fitness career so far?
It's really funny. That's an interesting question because I think about all of the achievements in fitness that I've achieved to date, from bodybuilding to, you know, sports to gymnastics, things that I've done over the years. And then now APT Studio. But yes, they're big achievements, and there's a whole journey that this is all leading on to long term. But I actually get a huge amount of satisfaction out of helping my clients achieve their goals. And you know, it might sound a little bit cheesy, but you know, I used to be really, really overweight and struggle with my own fitness. So I know what it feels like to really set a goal and achieve it. And for some people, it's easier than others. And one of my clients is actually in a wheelchair. So, you know, we look at our own achievements and, you know, winning medals and titles and things. It's, you know, that's a great thing. But if you're in a wheelchair and your biggest goal is to be able to walk again, and, you know, I've managed to help this person finally even stand for 15 minutes, that to me is the reflection of a really great achievement.
Brilliant. You say you own your success to having a dream which you never gave up on.
Yeah.
What advice would you give to young athletes and those looking to improve in their sports and training?
Great question. Especially if they're young, they've got their time on, you know, time on their side and all the time in the world. Set a goal, have a dream, hire the right people to help you, get your nutrition right, train really hard, use quality supplements like Vyomax and Vyofit, and never, ever, ever give up on your dream, because one day it will happen.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Anita. Great to have you in the studio.
Thank you, Mark.
Excellent.
Thank you.